Alex Gilbert, broadcast live on YouTube, live on Twitch, Rumble, Kick, literally every single platform on the planet at its scheduled time of 10:30 p.m. my time, which I'm not going to reveal my time because of reasons. But welcome everybody to the broadcast, and I hope you are enjoying your fantastic night or morning if you're in the European Union. When I stream this time, I tend to get a bunch of European Union chatters, or I guess Europe chatters, because even if you're from British, you're still technically European, but you're not part of the European Union. But anyway, welcome to the stream, man. Let me take a couple of seconds to, I guess, get it all ready for us. We got gaming in World of Warcraft, so the YouTube can get it all to the audience, and then we'll just start gaming, man. We'll like my own stream, obviously. Obviously, I'm gonna like my own stream because this dude is amazing. This dude is one of the best streamers on the platform. Why wouldn't I like this dude's stream? And we are ready to stream. So today, like I said in the title and in the description, we have to do and grind out 1,600 Valor for the Black Prince storyline, the Black Prince legendary cloak questline, and that questline is a huge grind, and I honestly kind of forgot this storyline existed, but I guess we're gonna do it anyway, right? We might as well knock it out. And the best way to do that is doing celestial dungeons in Miss Pandaria Classic and dailies. So right now I'm doing the quest to unlock the Claxi, because you have to progress the main story in the Dread Waste in order to unlock all the Claxi Paragons, and then when you unlock all the Claxi Paragons, you're able to start the daily quest for the Claxi. That gives a decent bit of Valor, and that will help for a while in between queues. We can do that stuff and be productive while we wait for our celestial dungeons to pop and ding and all that great stuff. But yeah, it's been a great couple of days, it's been a great, amazing days, and I think now that I got all that intro stuff out of the way, I think it's time to just sit back, relax, and tell you some of the amazing, some of the coveted King Alex Gilbert stories. So I think what I'm going to talk about today is, I alluded this from yesterday's stream, I'm going to talk about my graduation party. So for those of you who do not know, I was a high school senior, right? Up until a couple of weeks ago, I was a high school senior. I was aspiring through the ranks of the high school public education system in America, trying to grind my way to the top. And then you know what happened? I got my way to the top and I graduated with honors, baby. Graduated with honors and technical honors, the highest high school diploma that you could possibly get in my state. And with that great excellence, of course, you have to throw a party in my honor. So I had a graduation party, and my parents, they sent out invitations to family members that I haven't seen for decades. Or I haven't even seen. Some of the people who showed up I'd never seen in my entire life. I've heard them talk about it. Like, I've heard my parents talk about them, but I've never seen them in person, never seen them face to face. And like that, I'm gonna see these people. It's like a big reunion, big hullabaloo, big great old thing. And so the party commences, right? And to be honest with you, I mean, I'm so about the party, right? Because I have the normal people coming, like my grandparents. I'm really close to my grandparents. My half brother, I'm really close with him. Like, we have normal people coming along, but then we also have the special people coming along, like my aunts and uncles that I'm not really that close with. Like I said before, it's been probably a decade since I've seen these people before, so I was a little bit anxious about the party, right? Because I'm like, oh, how's this really gonna go? I haven't seen these people before in a long time, and I haven't even seen some of these people before ever. So I was anxious, right? But it had to have been done because, it's a huge accomplishment. Like, another family member grinding 13 years of their schooling and graduating with a 4.3 GPA, a 4.3 GPA, full honors, and already, based on dual credit classes, a sophomore in college. That is something to just absolutely sit back and toast to, sit back and cheer on the guy who was graduating me. So basically, I was nervous about how this was going to go down, but here we are, day of graduation, and people start showing up. You know, I got my aunts and my uncles and stuff, and there was probably about, give or take, we'll say 20 people. Give or take 20 people at this party. Or maybe 15. I don't know. We'll say between 15 and 20. 20 seems kind of high. 15 seems more like it. There's 15 to 20 people at this party, right? And I knew about 7 of them. Yeah, we'll say 7. I knew about 7 of them closely. So like my grandparents, my half brother and his family. I knew those people closely. And then I knew probably an additional 4, like I know of them or I've seen their face before. Like I've seen them a decade ago, right? And I'm 18, so I seen them when I was 8 or something insane like that. And the rest of the people, never even seen before. And honestly, the show of support, man, because you know, I am kind of close with my family. Like I said before, I'm really close with my grandparents. I'm really close with my half brother. I'm really close with these people, right? But I'm not really close with these other people in my family. And it is really interesting, right? That these people showed up for my party, and of course they gave me those graduation dollars, man. They gave me those cards and those graduation dollars. And honestly, it made me feel pretty good. And the reason why it made me feel pretty good, right, is because of the support circle I truly have. You know, like if you know, crap hits the fan, there is a bigger support circle than I thought that would help me out, man. I got aunts and uncles and all of them showing up. You know, they took time out of their day to come to a graduation party and just chill and relax and socialize. It's cool. It's great. It's honestly amazing, fantastic. Honestly, I really enjoyed my graduation party. Now, I didn't really talk to them that much, right? They more talked amongst themselves. I was just kind of there as a default character. Like I'm kind of just standing there like this the entire time, or I'm talking to people that I know more of. But it's nice having them there, and you know, they obviously said hello and then goodbye and all that great stuff. But it is truly nice to know that that support group's there and those people care about me, right? Like I am truly glad that I got my graduation party, right? I truly am. Because it's nice to know like you have people in your corner, you know? Like one of the best things in life is figuring out who's in your corner, right? Who is rooting for you? Because you know, it's always great to perceive, like, you know, you always have people that you think will root for you. But this party here, like, it's nice to see that I actually have a lot more people in my corner, if that makes sense. If that makes any sense. It's hard to explain and without, like, doxing everybody in my family because, you know, I don't want to dox people to the internet. I don't want to say their names to protect their own privacy. So, like, you know, it's kind of hard to explain who is who without saying their names. But truly, I am really glad that they all came. I mean, there were a few people that didn't come, right? Like my parents, they sent out like, I think 25 invitations. And like I said, about 15 to 20 came. So not everybody came, but still, honestly, it was a success in my books. And it was nice knowing that I could rely on these guys, right? I could reach out to them and it was just nice, you know? It's a weird feeling because I am... Like me personally, I'm more of a isolated dude, I guess. Like isolated is kind of the wrong term, but it's the best I could think of. Like, I guess sheltered. That's probably a better term. I'm a very sheltered guy, right? I go out of my house, go to school, I maybe do something else like hit the gym, and then I go right back home. Like it is, I am an anomaly, right? If you see me outside of my house or outside of the workplace / school, then that is crazy. Like, you found a legendary Pokemon type stuff right there. And because of that, I don't really have any strong bonded friends. I have a strong family, obviously, because like I said before, I'm always at home, so obviously I've built a great bond with my family. But for friends and other people, right, I don't really have a strong thing, because I'm pretty socially anxious. Like, I'm pretty sure I would be classified as a disability. Like, I go outside and I talk to all these people, and on the inside I'm cracking. On the inside I'm all anxious, my heart rate's rising, even if it's like people that I've known before. And that scares me, right? And because of that, I never really have a strong friendship, because we never really do anything. Like, you know how in all the movies and stuff, right, you have the main character and maybe his best bud or best group of friends, and they're all going around, they're doing these great things together, you know, making memories. And yeah, honestly, it's stupid stuff as well sometimes, but it's fun because they're together. I don't have that. I don't really have a single memory of that, because I never done that before. And honestly, I don't really regret that, right? Because what I do, it's not like I am miserable with what I'm doing right here. Quite the contrary, I actually really enjoy what I do. I normally just play video games, you know, I keep to myself. I'm a very chill guy. And that's what I like, because I could spend, you know, 3 hours going out with my friends after school doing some stuff, right? Or I could spend that 3 hours going home, relaxing, prioritizing on myself, and doing really whatever I want to do. Because with friendship, there comes sacrifices, right? With friendship, there comes sacrifices. You can't do everything, right? Like, you have to sacrifice a bit of what you want to do based on your friend group or your friends in general, and I never really bide with that. I am a very independent person, you know. Like, if I want to do something, I am going to do it, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not just going to sit around and do something that I don't want to do. Like, even school, I wanted to do school. Like, there's a bunch of people, right? They sit down, they're like, I don't want to do school. This is a waste of time. This is garbage. Well, me, I actually wanted to do school, and that's why I did it. But if I have something that I really don't want to do, like, at all, then I'm not going to do it. And that's why you never see me outside. You never see me, like, at the grocery store, at the park, or at a, I don't know, like any other meeting place outside. Like, in town, you never see me in town, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to be there. I would rather do something on my own. And it does make me a bit of a loner, a bit of an isolationist. But honestly, most of the time that's not bad. But it is bad in this situation, right? Because I have friends, right? Of course, I have friends. I have friends in school. I have friends online. Like, I text them all the time. But there is no real person events. And because there's no real in-person events, they're not as strong. Like, for example, I'm in a friend group of, like, I don't even know. There's probably like 8 of us. I'm in a friend group of 8 people. To be honest, like, to be completely honest with everybody, in that 8-person friend group, I'm probably the least reliable and like the least strongest bond out of everybody there. Like, if I were to disappear in the friend group, not much would change, if that makes any sense, like, as a realist point of view. Because I don't do anything. Like, I'm never around, and I kind of coined the nickname of, like, or I guess coined the phrase of never being around. Like, if there's an event, oh, Alex isn't going to be there. You know what I mean? Like, if you're planning something, a party, and you invite Alex, he's probably not going to come. So there's not really any strong bonds between my friends and me. And at times I wish there was a stronger bond, but I honestly don't think I can make the sacrifice of being friends, like deep friends with somebody. I don't know, right? Because I'm sure to everybody else, right? I'm sure if you are listening to this right now, you're probably thinking like I'm crazy, right? Because I'm sure everybody has that friend. Like I watch these movies, right? I watch these movies of the main character and his friends or his friend group going out and doing stuff. And I think that does look cool. But I also think like all the annoyances that would come with it, because I don't get along with people that well, right? I really don't. Like I'm there and I can basically tolerate people, but it will get pretty awkward. Like I'm known to be awkward in public. Like I said, socially anxious. And to be honest with you, most people I personally find annoying as well. And I really have a hard time of letting go. Like, for example, if you annoy me in person, right? Especially in person, I have a really hard time of letting that go, especially because it's repeat behavior. And I've known to be a hypocrite too, because like, I don't know, according to my friend group, I annoy people as well, right? I don't think I try to annoy them most of the time. Most of the time. But I still annoy people because I guess that's just my personality and that sucks. But I have people that are my friends that do annoy me sometimes. And all I see of them is that they are a lesser friend to me because they annoy me like once a week or something. And that's all I see them as. And I feel like that is a bad thing to see them as. I don't know, right? I don't know. I could also have bad friends, or I could be incompatible with the people I'm meeting, or I don't know. But I truly do enjoy my lifestyle. Like, I know I have to keep iterating this because I feel like it's so out of the blue, right? But I do enjoy this, right? Like, I love playing video games, World of Warcraft. I got this amazing computer, just staying online. I truly think the internet is one of the greatest inventions, man. Like without the internet, I don't even know what the crap I'd be doing, man. Like there's endless opportunities, endless things to take part in the internet, endless communities to join, endless rabbit holes of information to go down, and just learning in general, and a huge culture. And you could be connected anywhere. Like I could be in Antarctica and still be connected to the internet from the comfort of my home. And you don't have to make any sacrifices, you know, whatever I want to do on the internet, within reason, obviously, like breaking the law, that's a big no-no, or like doing unethical stuff, I probably still wouldn't do either. But within reason, I could do this. Hey buddy, I really love this game and I would love to play with you now. My Discord is Lords B46. Hey, what's up, Lord Jenny5? How you doing? How are you doing this fine evening? I don't want to add you on Discord just yet because, no offense, there are a lot of bots on Twitch, so I'm going to do the rudimentary bot check to make sure you're not a bot before I add your Discord, because there's a lot of people on Discord, or on Twitch, that try to send their Discords in chat, trying to extort something out of me, whether it be like brand recognition or paying for some X, Y, or Z thing. So before I add you on Discord, let's have a little chat here on Twitch, if that's fine with you, Lord Jenny5. Like I know it does make it sound like I don't trust you, but you gotta do that sometimes, right? You gotta make sure that everything's all right and make sure you're not a bot. You know, dead internet theory. Most people on the internet are bots now, which is crazy. And I'll give you plenty of time to respond to, by the way. So like, don't need to frantically like quickly type out everything and make sure that you're ready. You know, I just realized something too. I want to start dual streaming on YouTube. YouTube has a feature where you can dual stream to YouTube Shorts. But at the same exact time, I don't think you can do that while live. I don't think you can turn that on while live streaming. But if you can't turn that on while live streaming, because I go live instantly through my cloud deployment. I basically what I do, right, is I have OBS and I stream the footage from OBS to this external platform. From the external platform, I can then stream to YouTube, Kick, Twitch, you know, all the main websites. That way it helps with computer bandwidth and all that great stuff while maintaining a relatively low latency. But in order to do that, I go live instantly, right? Like the instant I'm on YouTube, or the instant I hit start stream, I'm streaming on YouTube and all these platforms. So there's no like upcoming stream. There's no get ready. It's like a 1, 2, 3, go type thing. And I would really like to utilize YouTube Shorts. I don't know if anybody would watch a YouTube short live stream of a random person. I do actually see the appeal of vertical live streams because I know, at least in my opinion, I'm so lazy, and I don't know if anybody else here is like this, right? But are you so lazy when you're just sitting on your phone and then you're scrolling, whether it be on TikTok, Instagram, Reels, or YouTube Shorts, and you come across a landscape video and you are so lazy, and you might even have auto rotation on, but you don't want to rotate your phone to landscape view so it fits the whole screen. So then instead you're either A, watching the whole video when it's like this big on your phone, or B, you just immediately swipe away. Well, I can see the appeal with that for vertical live streams, because for vertical live streams, there is a big, huge appeal here, because on vertical live streams, you can scroll, right? You're scrolling on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reel, and then you can watch a whole live stream unfold. You know, you have the webcam up top, and then you have like the main amount of gameplay. Because honestly, with a most amount of games, you don't really need to see that much, right? Like if you had a vertical layout of this World of Warcraft stream right now, you'd be getting probably 80% of the required knowledge you need. And for a live stream, especially a more story-driven information live stream like what I'm doing right now, you will be completely fine with vertical format. But I don't know. I know for some things, like for example, I know most people watch on a 1080p monitor, right? Wow, we got another dude. Buddy 7R. This is Discord. What the crap? Discord. That is the first time I ever seen somebody type Discord with a, what's that, hyphen? That'd be a hyphen, right? You guys can't see Twitch chat unless you're on Twitch. I should figure out how to get chat somewhere on screen so you can read all the chat. I mean, I don't really get that many viewers. That's why I don't have chat on screen. But eventually, I might honestly do that, just so then you could see what I see. Once when I start getting more popular or something, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that was the first time I ever seen somebody spell Discord with a hyphen. That is interesting. You might be a rare breed, sir, if you aren't a bot, which you probably are. This is probably a new meta. The art seller meta, not meta. The art selling meta must be done, and they're out here trying to do the whole Discord scam meta or something. So I could join your next stream. Brother, you're already here. Like, they try so little, right? Like, I feel like if you're trying to run a scam, you would try to put in a little bit more effort instead of just spamming 3 little chat boxes and then just being done. Like, I feel like there'd be more effort than that, but it is what it is. Sure, whatever. But yeah, I personally see value in vertical live streams. I think it'd be interesting to watch vertical live streams because I know most people are on their phones, right? I know most people watch stuff on their phones now or their TV. And for phones, most people hold it like this. I mean, this is just way more comfortable than holding it like this. Unless you're a gamer, nobody holds their phone like this. So honestly, I think it's just better. And the phone screens nowadays are normally 2K or 4K compared to the 1080p that most people watch with computer monitors. So overall, I mean, it's just overall just stonks, you know what I mean? Like, it's just better. But at the same exact time, I can see a bunch of people just scrolling away. I don't know. I want to stream on Instagram. I might actually stream on Instagram soon. Stream at Instagram at like 480 or something. Maybe. But then again, I would have to watch multiple chats because this can't stream vertically. What I'm doing right is I can stream on every single landscape platform, whether that be Twitch, YouTube, Kick. But what I can't do is stream on vertical platforms with my cloud service. So there is a give and take. You know, I have to figure out what the best way. Holy crap, I'm getting nuked. I have to figure out what the best way for live streaming is to hit all the platforms. Because I feel like if you're live on everything, it's just better to get reach out and then, you know, they can just pick wherever they want to go. Like if you are a Twitch viewer and you like YouTube chat better, then maybe you go over to YouTube or vice versa. I feel like this just gives more options and a better place to just stab right into the industry, you know, make my mark. If I even want to do that anymore, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure I want to chase internet fame anymore. Like when I first started my YouTube channel, my, I guess technically rapping channel, my music channel, because this all started from music and rapping, I did want that fame, right? I wanted that high you get from being famous. I wanted that power. I wanted that success. I wanted that greatness. But now, to be honest with you, I am letting up a bit because I realize it's just, once again, right, I had this whole conversation about making sacrifice, especially for streaming. It's so rigid to the point where I don't want to make the sacrifice because streaming is extremely volatile, right? Like the one thing with jobs, right, is a job is a huge time sink, a huge sacrifice into your life. You normally work from 9 to 5 for a whole 8 hours a day for 40 hours a week. I mean, it's a huge time commitment, but it's relatively stable, right? You're always going to get paid about the same. There's hopefully a decent level of job security. Like you're not going to get fired the next day or get paid pennies of what you used to do. But here on Twitch, YouTube, the whole content creator website, it's either feast or famine. Like you can make 10 grand in a month and then you can make literally $100 the next month. It's not sustainable. Like if you fall off the wagon, right? If you go like you, especially for streaming, you want to go live every single day. But if you don't go live every single day, like for example, this is something that I like to cite all the time. I was streaming every single day a year ago and I was a small streamer. I got up to about 5 to 10 viewers within my first 2 weeks of streaming, and I was hovering around there. And then I got up to 25 on week 3, and then literally the next day I hit 65, and then the next day after that I hit 94. I peaked at 94. I was hovering around 80. And then the day after that, I took a break from streaming. Well, I didn't. I actually just switched times, which is even worse, honestly. So like I didn't even take a break. All I did was switch times that I streamed. Instead of streaming at night, I streamed in the morning. And that was enough. That was enough to lose all of my momentum. The literal next stream I had, I only had 8 viewers, which is still insane, right? But going from 94 to 8 is nothing, right? Like that's basically minuscule. It's not even double digits. And neither of those streams I was making any money. In order to get monetized, you have to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. But the numbers wise, like I was on the road to monetization. I was on the fast track. If I kept streaming at that exponential growth, I probably would have got up to 1,000 viewers within probably a month, honestly. But something changed, you know, I couldn't stream that day. I couldn't stream at that exact time, but I could stream in the morning. So I thought that would work, but it didn't. And then I lost a little bit of motivation, and then I stopped streaming as hard enough, and then I went to school and I went to prioritize myself again. I mean, and here we are now. I'm at 1 viewer, 0 viewers. You know what I mean? I don't have anything to my name, to the brand. And I'm fine with that, right? Because I don't rely on it. But imagine I'm sitting down. Imagine I'm actually trying to make this work. And I'm actually trying to be a pro Twitch streamer, you know, like Kai Cenat, I Show Speed. Trying to be like these great people, or trying to be a pro YouTube person like PewDiePie, like Mr. Beast. And instead, I end up flopping. Like I spend days making a video. Like sometimes I spend days making a video. And when I used to make long form, highly edited content, and it would literally get 10 views. And then I would make a quick video, like an absolutely quick video, like an absolute crapshoot of a video that took no time editing. And I'd get 4 times the views. I get 40 views, which is still abysmal, right? But it was way better than what I had before. And then it makes me think, well, what's the point of trying, right? Why am I here? Why are we here? Just to suffer? So honestly, I think I'm going to change my views on this channel, change my goals, and I'm literally just gonna post whatever the crap I want to do. I'm just gonna stream whenever the crap I want to. I'm gonna do whatever the crap I want to do. I'm gonna post whenever I want to post, whatever I want to post, and we'll go from there. We're not gonna try to chase fame. If I take a 6-month break, I take a 6-month break. It doesn't matter. And hopefully then, only then, maybe I will be content, because there is a few times, right? Like overall, this channel's been a positive in my life. I've learned so much about human interaction. I've had so many weird stories and weird quirks that I love telling about my channel, and learning about the whole different processes and all the skills and stuff like that. But at the same exact time, there has been some problems. There's been a few problems. And it's the lack of growth. Like I said before, I sit there and I make, in my opinion, objectively a better video than before. Meanwhile, that video flops. Or life gets in the way when I'm just about to hit stardom in streaming, or I'm just about to hit my stride, my time in the spotlight. And then life gets in the way and I can't stream anymore, and I ruin my whole streak. I ruin my whole theme, I guess. This has happened multiple times over multiple things. And it just feels bad because I have this goal in my mind. I have this one goal in my mind. It's to be famous, to get millions of subscribers, to get millions of likes, views, comments, all that stuff. But instead, what I should prioritize is just having fun, especially as a dude, right? A random dude like me, a recent high school graduate that has nowhere to go, nowhere to be. I have years, I have decades I can spend honing my craft, enjoying the internet culture in general, and building my own page. I don't need a rush to fame. I don't need a rush to stardom. I don't need to rush everything. Instead, I can enjoy the journey and not rush to the destination and feel hollow after, once I have an audience, I actually have to keep up because now there's real pressure. That is what I want from my YouTube channel and stuff like that. Now I have a whole new thing, because I thought, like, my plan was to make this a career, right? My plan was to, the end game, at least make a side hustle. My end game was to at least get monetized, right? But now I don't really have an end game, because I used to optimize the crap out of this channel. I'd put SEO, SEO optimize, you know, search engine optimize. I was putting in keywords in my YouTube description. I was doing everything and anything I could do. But I was not getting any results. I tried posting like on specific days. I've tried everything, right? I tried editing. I tried highly edited content, no edited content. I've tried everything, but nothing was working, and I didn't understand why nothing was working. And each time I failed, just another spark in me went out, another flame extinguished. And I realized to myself, I mean, this isn't really sustainable. I had a lot of times where I just wanted to quit YouTube, right? I wanted to quit YouTube. I wanted to quit my internet posting so many times because I'm like, why am I wasting my time? But honestly, this isn't a waste of time because I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. Because I always thought to myself, well, I'm gonna play World of Warcraft and live stream it, but if nobody's watching, what's the point of live streaming it? Why wouldn't I just play it alone? And it's because honestly, this is like kind of a digital diary. It's helped me not only keep sharp in conversation, right? Because I'm keeping really sharp in conversation. This allows me to say all kinds of articulate words and speak non-stop, you know, keep my brain up, keep my brain ready while multitasking and playing World of Warcraft. But it's also a digital diary to process my feelings and what I think of life, and maybe every once in a while have a person join in and be like, oh man, this guy's actually making sense. Because even though this stream might not get any views, the YouTube shorts that come from these streams, the clips, almost certainly do, and those clips generate discussion. So even while I sit at 0 viewers here, I may be able to reach somebody through the short form algorithm and maybe brighten up their day for at least 30 seconds. I think that is a great goal that I personally have, and that broadened my perspective on internet culture and my stance on the internet extremely well.
Well-scripted exchange, but we are not fooled. Your clans are clearly in league with one another for the glory of our king, our empire.
Because I think chasing, like, I've made all kinds of videos on this. Why can't we just have fun? I have a video on this channel, why can't we just have fun, where I literally call out this exact thing, where people are over optimizing and over analyzing and overgrowing their hobbies, right? Like, for example, if somebody really likes painting, right? If you really like drawing, that's even better. If you like drawing and you like posting it to the internet, that's great. But now all of a sudden, eventually that gear turns in your head and you're like, hold on, how can I monetize this? How can I profit off of it? How can I sit here and make even more moolah? How can I turn this into a side hustle? How can I turn what I already do in my fun time, drawing, and make even just a couple of extra dollars? And in the process, it no longer becomes a hobby, but a commodification of what you used to love. And it takes away some of the magic, because now you're no longer doing it because you love it. You're now doing whatever you want to do, whatever your hobby was. You're doing it for a financial gain, and it becomes shallow. And when you don't make money from it, because there's a lot more to your hobby, like even if you are Bob Ross, even if you are the next Bob Ross and you want to sell your artwork, nobody's gonna know who you are. Nobody's gonna care because you don't have an online presence or you can't sell your artwork. So even if you are the best at your hobby, you still have to learn to pick up new skills, but you don't know that. So then you end up sitting down trying to commodify, trying to monetize your hobby, and it fails. And as it fails, as you fail to generate revenue from your hobby, you end up digging in this deeper and deeper hole of despair and failure, and it becomes a negative feedback loop, and before you know it, you're burned out of your own hobby. I talked about this topic extensively on this channel because I suffered from the same thing. I made it no hidden fact that I suffered from that same thing. I started this channel as a rap channel, as a music channel. I would sit down and I would just make some funny raps about my friends or about random events, you know, dissing random things. And I would post it on YouTube. But I would see those views go up and I would see some people enjoy it. Oh, I tried to push harder for monetization. You know, I tried to push harder for fame. I tried to push beyond what I am capable of doing, honestly. And because of that, less and less people tuned into my raps, or I wasn't getting enough views as I realistically wanted to get. And because of that, even though I was technically getting better at rapping, all I saw was an abject failure. I wasn't getting good enough compared to this guy or this peer. And it ended up being less about rapping and more about how can I gain an audience off of rapping. And so I slowly but surely, over the course of 9 months, became less infatuated with rap. And instead, I grew distance towards it because every single time I would post a rap video, a music video on my channel, it would flop. It would do worse than the last, even though the song might be objectively better. I don't know why it did worse. Nobody understands the almighty YouTube algorithm. But I do know if I had fun, and it was fun making those raps and those music videos, then it was not a waste of time. It was not a failure. Yeah, I would go into YouTube Studio and I would see video 10 of 10, which is really bad. It's like the worst video you can have. A big old gray arrow doing this. And then it's like, this is how you can optimize your video to be better, you know, make the better optimization, click-through rate. So I did that and I implemented all that stuff. And I slowly, basically, I guess corporately made a blueprint to why I hated music more. Because I was no longer doing it for me, like I said before, and why we can't have fun, like I'm saying right now. I'm no longer making this rap music because I'm writing the lyrics to my song, right? I'm writing the lyrics to my song. I'm making the instrumental in my DAW, and I'm just thinking, yes, this is going to get so many views. Instead of, yes, this is going to make me so happy. Yes, I'm so fulfilled doing this. Instead, I'm anticipating the end product. I'm already anticipating that the song will get millions of views or thousands of views, or I'll get hundreds of comments and people would love it. I'm anticipating a result that has not shown up yet. I'm anticipating a result that is not proven and is definitely not guaranteed, and to be honest with you, isn't even likely to happen. And this is what happens with everybody, honestly, right? This is what happens to everybody who is on social media and they try to commodify their hobby. They do unrealistic, unlikely expectations. It becomes more of, yes, I'm going to get millions of views. Yes, I'm going to get this abstract number on social media that honestly means nothing. Yes, I'm going to make this X amount of money. It ends up flopping. It ends up doing worse. Repeat the negative feedback loop. And you end up hating your hobby. Not because it doesn't grant you joy. While making it, the act of making it, you are happy. The act of making it, you are ecstatic. But when you actually post it online, you sit there in abject horror because everything you're trying fails. And everything you're doing is just making it worse. And it's like a gushing wound, and all you can do is put a band-aid on it, and you're just slowly dying. You're slowly being corrupted. The infection has taken its hold, and you just finally give up. That is what happened to me with music. And this is honestly what's happening to me with my YouTube channel / Twitch stream / anything else, my online persona. And I realized it all stemmed from me wanting better and more views and money. The end result was to make X amount of money, for it to become a side hustle, even a potential career, to get a community, to get viewers. I shouldn't expect those things. I shouldn't even necessarily want those things. What I'm doing right now is participating in internet culture, on YouTube culture, and even if it takes 10 years for somebody to watch this video, so be it. If nobody watches this video, so be it. I should make this for myself. And you know, it is cringy Reddit advice, right? You should do this for yourself. Don't do it for the satisfaction of other people. But it is true, and I think it is a problem when everybody's out here trying to grind away what they like and trying to make a formula and make it formulaic, and you're trying to optimize every little thing because you end up optimizing the fun out of your hobby, and then you wonder why you hate your hobby. I don't know. Maybe I'm spitting facts. Maybe I'm not. This is just what I've experienced. Like I said, this YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Kick experience, it's taught me a lot. It's taught me more about myself, honestly, and social interaction and how the world works, more than anything else has ever had. World of Warcraft, MMOs, school, personal experience, YouTube, like YouTube videos, watching YouTube, not becoming a YouTube creator. And I am glad I did it. And I can't believe that part of me, right, is like, maybe we should stop. So I'm hoping now, right, where like I'm gonna be one of those channels where it says like 3,000 videos and each video averages like 60 views or something. And that's great because I do have a dedicated community on this channel. They may not watch every single video, but they do come back, they comment, they say things, and I think that's just great, you know. And maybe I will grow and more people will join in the community. Maybe they won't, but I'll just keep doing this because I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for what I enjoy. And I'll just keep getting better too, right? I'll get better somehow. And maybe eventually people will be like, wow, this is the journey he went on. Because honestly, like if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to start a Twitch channel, if you want to start content creation as general, because you want fame, because you want money, because you want views, just don't. Unless you have some external thing that can generate a bunch of revenue and viewers. Because I feel like the odds of you getting famous off of YouTube, like even getting like 1,000 subscribers, is so slim. Like it doesn't even matter, you know what I mean? So just do it for the lols. That's what I'm doing. I'm just doing it for the lols. I'm just doing it because why the heck not, right? Why wouldn't I do this? And when you do stuff like this, right? When you do online stuff, you sometimes get random encounters. Also, where is everybody? Where's my group? Oh, okay. They're just really far behind. I don't know. Like, hopefully I'm making sense. The great thing about YouTube is, like, honestly, I don't think I would ever stream on Twitch. Because Twitch, it's so hard to save your VODs. It's so hard, and the VODs are video on demand. It's once when you're done with live streaming, it's just the whole video clip. Like if my live stream would evaporate right now, right? Like as soon as I stop streaming, the whole stream would get discarded and destroyed. I don't think I would ever, and I mean ever, live stream. Because maybe 10 years from now, right? 10 years from now, I'm done with college. I graduate from college. Hopefully, I'm in a decent job. You know, I'm working my way up in a decent job. And I want to look back at what 18-year-old me said, you know, newly high school graduate, what 17-year-old me was talking about a year ago at X, Y, or Z thing. Or I want to look up a clip. I think that's great. Like, I feel like I don't know. I may do that, right? Like 10 years down the line, I may do that. 10 years down the line, I may look at myself and see what I'm saying and see if I still agree, or I may be like, what the crap was this dude talking about, right? Like the social isolation part, like maybe I'm the life of the party. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I was like that before. Like, who knows? And it's cool to see evolution in real time. Like, what I think I'm doing for streaming is really cool because you could see my growth, right? Slowly but surely, I am telling my story. Like, this is the King Alex Gilbert story on the internet. That's what I really like about personalized channels. Like, if you watch a how-to guide or all those channels about like random events, random stories, yeah, they're nice for information, but at the same exact time, it's not about their story. Like, it's about other people's stories. It can be replicated. Like, nobody can be King Alex Gilbert. Nobody can be his story. And this is my story. It's unraveling in real time. Like, the things I say will echo throughout the YouTube archives, or hopefully ever. I mean, maybe one day YouTube will have to delete channels, right, or videos on channels, or limit them because storage space is getting too big. That is another reason why I was prioritizing more views and more fame on these platforms, because in my mind I was thinking, if I had more views, because obviously a video with 100 million views gets YouTube way more money than a video with 10 views. So, like, in my mind, I was like, you know, if the Great Purge ever comes on YouTube, I will be ready, because I have so many views and so many viewers that I generate YouTube enough money. Like, I could see YouTube being like, if you're not a monetized channel, you can now only post 20 videos on your channel, or something like that. Like, storage prices get bigger, storage prices increase, or X, Y, or Z thing. I could see that happening. But hopefully, if the YouTube purge doesn't happen, right? If the YouTube purge never happens, then hopefully I can sit back, relax, and within 10 years from now, I can look back at what I said and see if I meant what I said, see if I was crazy or not. And the viewer themselves, like, if they want to listen into the King Alex Gilbert journey 10 years from now, I think honestly, like, one of the greatest things I want to have happen is have a video essay done, a good, not like a downfall video essay, but a good video essay on me. Because what I'm doing here, like, you know, I'm telling a lot of stories. Like, I'm telling a lot of stories, but it is only localized to my stream. Like, there's not going to be a lot of content outside of streams or outside of my own channel that people can source off of. But at the same exact time, I feel like I'm generating a lot of nice, good content, a lot of long form content that somebody could pick apart and make a video essay about me on. I'm trying to make it easy for them. I highly encourage, like, hey, if you have nothing else to do and you want to make a video essay on me, it probably won't get any views, but maybe it will. And you have nothing else to do and you just want to make a video essay, hey, please make one on me. But that's one of the things I want to have, is to have a video essay done on me, because I think that's so cool that somebody cares so much to make like a 45-minute video about your historic rise or what you have done, piecing together clips of your streams and all that stuff. And that's what I want personally from me. And I don't want a downfall video, right? Like, nobody wants like those pirate software video essays where it's like basically 2 hours of his worst moments, and everybody in chat being like, yep, I agree, this guy's garbage. Like, that would suck. I definitely would not want any of that. But good video essays, I would definitely want. I think that's just cool, honestly, for somebody to invest that much time. And I don't know, maybe I should even let go of that goal, or let go of that thing, because that also leads into the fame and trying to keep chasing perfection type thing. Keep chasing views and monetization. I don't know, right? I don't know. I gotta learn more about realistic expectations. Because honestly, if I, like, let's say at the end of this stream, I somehow get like, I don't know, 12,000 viewers or something insane like that. And I could have the possibility to make a career out of this. I could have the possibility to just hit that button and be a full-time Twitch, YouTube streamer, maybe even content creator. I'm not even sure I would go for it, honestly, because I just don't feel like it's stable, right? Like, I feel like a job would be so much more stable. Like, it's amazing, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, being a Twitch creator, a YouTube creator, having a following of people that just adore you, some of the best, most loyal people on the internet, looking at all your best moments, I think that's great. I think that's amazing. But at the same exact time, like I said before, anybody, anyone, and anything could come up and just ruin all your momentum and everything that you've done. Or for X, Y, or Z reason, you are now performing worse than what you used to do, even though objectively, in your opinion, well, I guess it wouldn't be objectively in your opinion, it'd be subjectively, but in your opinion, you are performing better than before. Because of some ambiguous reason, because the algorithm doesn't like you, or X, Y, or Z reason doesn't like you, and that's just bad, right? I feel like that's just all bad. Overall, it's just not good. Because at least if you clock in to a 9 to 5, even if you do subpar work for that day, or you take a vacation, or you take a sick day, that 9 to 5 is still, hopefully, like, if you have a good job. Like, I'm sure there's some crazy employer that would fire you because of that, but hopefully it's still around to give you some footing, and it's consistent money. Because that's another thing too. Like, maybe I have a crazy month, right? Like, for example, Ludwig. I love sourcing Ludwig here. Ludwig did the subathon, right? Where he did that subathon way back in the day. It basically slingshot him to stardom, right? Like, before, he was still doing extremely well, but now he's like one of the top streamers. So Ludwig did a subathon. Obviously, like, for those of you who don't know, a Twitch sub, that's like donating somebody. That's like donating money to somebody. And the way to keep the stream going for a subathon is sitting down and crap. Hold on, I gotta reboot. 1 second. Yeah, okay, now it's dark. Here, come back on. Yeah, when that happens, I just had to reboot. It's when the whole thing freezes. It has something to do with my graphics card. I think my graphics card's too old or something, or it's conflicting with the game. Are we back? Oh, crap. Yeah, man. It'll come back, don't worry. I hate when this happens. There we go, we're back. But yeah, anyway, when you look at somebody like Ludwig, who had an amazing month, right? Like, I think he peaked at like 100,000 viewers, 100,000 live viewers or something insane, like millions of subs. He probably made close to $1 million in 1 month. $1 million in 1 month. Well, the crap's an August stone fragment. Oh, you could do that.
I buy and trade.
But then, obviously, as time moves on, he becomes less and less.
Go with honor.
And maybe next month he only makes $10,000. And then because there's drop off, you can't sustain 100,000 live viewers and $1 million a month off of Twitch streaming, right? Like that was a live internet phenomenon, internet cultural movement. But okay, let's sit down and go back to reality. Oh, I thought that was each. Dang it. Let's sit down and go back to reality. And then before you know it, his income stream dries up. And I mean, he's lucky because he got slingshot so far into stardom, he basically has a flooring, right? He basically can't go below rock bottom. No matter what happens, he'll always have an audience. But if you have like a mid-size come up, right? Like what I was having a mid-size come up. I went from 25 live viewers to 65 live viewers to 94 live viewers. And then if I kept that up, eventually you will hit your peak, right? And then you plateau for a little bit and then you come back down. I mean, that's just how it works. You know, people forget about you, people come and go. And maybe I'm doing great. Like maybe I'm making 10 grand a month. We'll just say that. Like maybe I'm like big leagues type stuff. I'm making 10 grand a month off streaming. Eventually it will dry up, you know, the views dry up, and then I'm slowly losing money. And I can't do anything, right? I can't do anything to stop it. I'm trying my best and I'm just keep losing money. And then before you know it, I'm only making like $1 grand a month. I'm in poverty level. Like the job is perfect, right? Because no matter what happens, you're guaranteed so much an hour or so much a salary. I guess not no matter what happens, but as long as you try your hardest, you're pretty much fine. There's stability there. So even like if right now, right, for some X, Y, or Z reason, something happens and I get like so many live viewers, but the only, like it's a monkey's paw type thing. Like I get all these viewers, but the only way to keep it is if I keep streaming, no breaks whatsoever, every single day for hours on end. I don't know. I don't know if I would take it. I think I would try it, but I would definitely have like some underlying thing. Like that's why I'm going to college, because I was thinking, right? I enjoy this, right? I enjoy streaming. I enjoy playing video games. Like I've played World of Warcraft ever since I was 5. I'm still playing the game, what, 12 years later? Like crazy, right? Like I've been playing World of Warcraft. I've probably been playing World of Warcraft for 25% of my life or something insane like that. So I love this game, and sure, I'll play it live. I love yapping, I love talking, I love streaming, I love all this great stuff. So I was thinking to myself, what if I could put all that together and skip college or skip the job and just do this for a living? Could I be able to do it? Because I know most people, right? And this isn't a flex, right? Absolutely not a flex, but most people probably couldn't non-stop talk for hours on the end without any outside intervention. Like I'm sure people can talk non-stop for hours on end if you have a chat, but I don't even need a chat to talk non-stop for hours on end for the most part. I mean, definitely a chat will help, and a chat's way easier, but I can do this without a chat. So I was thinking to myself, like, you know, I can keep the stream entertaining, I can keep the stream interesting while still having 0 viewers. Maybe I can make a career, maybe I can make something out of this. So I thought, And I was thinking, and I'm like, you know, maybe I could bypass college, or I can bypass the job market and do what I truly love. But will I do something I truly love while never taking a break and never stopping? Like, everybody needs a break. Like, for example, like I said before, I love World of Warcraft. I still take breaks from World of Warcraft technically. Like, I play the heck out of Burning Crusade Anniversary Edition. You saw it in my live streams. I did so many live streams of Burning Crusade Anniversary Edition, Burning Crusade Classic, yeah, Burning Crusade Classic Anniversary Edition, World of Warcraft Classic as general, World of Warcraft Anniversary servers. A year ago, I played the heck out of Mists of Pandaria. Like, I'd play the heck out of it for, you know, 2 to 3 months. And then you know what I do? I don't play it at all. And instead, I play a different WoW version, like WoW Midnight, or WoW Mists of Pandaria, or WoW Classic Hardcore. That is something I like about World of Warcraft. There's so many things. Like, there's so many different games that, like, you never run out. You never run out of time. You never run out of games to play. I truly do like and adore that about World of Warcraft. But I even take breaks from doing stuff that I love. But with content creation as a job, you can't really take a break unless you are like the top of the top. Like, if you are relatively known but really unknown to the broad audience, and you take a break for even a day, you lose all momentum. The algorithm's like, bro, why am I even boosting you, man? Like, why am I even boosting you? Why am I even taking my time to sit down and try to let you have your fame? And the algorithm kicks you to the curb. I would want to take a break. I would want to have vacation, right? Like, for streaming, you don't get any vacation time. Like, even the top guys, even the top 1% of the 1%, they don't even take a vacation. Like, I feel like having a vacation's great, man. Like, you know, having about a month's vacation, like a month's worth of vacation to take whenever you want to, whether that be now or 5 months from now, or take it all at once, or take it scattered over. That, I feel like, is really, really underrated, and a really, really great way to avoid burnout. Because without that, I don't know if I would keep enjoying streaming. Like, can you imagine sitting in a chair every single day for 8 hours straight, speaking non-stop, while also engaging with a potential chat, like, you know, talking non-stop, like actually talking, while being semi-good at a video game, while also splitting your attention between your internet and stuff to make sure the stream itself is running smooth? It would, and you would have no breaks whatsoever. You would do this every single day, except like maybe a Sunday. Like, I know some streamers, they take off like a day, like they stream 6 days a week or 5 days a week. Like, you might have the weekends, maybe. Like, I can't imagine doing that every single day for 8 hours straight. I feel like that would cause me to be tortured. Like, that's actually torture eventually. I'll get burned out. Because the reason why we have vacation days, the reason why we even have sick days, right, is so you don't get burnt out. Because if you do the same thing over and over and over again, right, you're gonna end up just absolutely busting, right? You're gonna be like, please, I need something different. I need different stimulation. Like, us as humans, we're not made to do the same thing every single day. That's why we have vacation days, to like pursue what we want to do. And with streaming, you don't even get that. You don't even get a sick day. Like, if you are sick, you better be streaming, buddy. Like, you better be streaming. And not just that, though. You can't have a lackluster stream even if you're sick. You better be putting on the same amount of performance, or even better than what you normally do, or else you could say goodbye to all your viewer base and everything. So when I first started this YouTube channel, I was like, oh, okay, of course, I would love to be a full-time streamer. Not really thinking about it, right? Because I personally, like, I don't mind college, right? Like I said, I excelled in high school. I have like a 4.3 GPA in high school. I wouldn't say I enjoyed high school. I don't think really anybody really enjoys school, but I tolerated it and I didn't mind it. And in some cases, in some scenarios, I actually enjoyed school. But I could also maybe bypass college, or bypass the job, or bypass the job market, or all that stuff by potentially posting whatever the crap I wanted to on the internet. But I never realized how hard it is, right? Because the way the algorithm works for the most part is, I assume most of the recommendations you get on your YouTube are from extremely established channels for the most part. And they may even be established within their niche. Like, even if they only have 40,000 subscribers, that is still an established channel. You know, it's not as big as Mr. Beast, but that's still an established channel. I doubt you rarely click on a video from a dude that you don't know whatsoever that has 100 subscribers, even if it's within your realm of interest. But you don't know that. All you see is the great lifestyle of Mr. Beast, or Moist Critical, or THAT. You know, you just see the end product of what could potentially be years, if not decades, of slaving away in front of the computer, trying to get their stardom, trying to get their shine in life. So I, like everybody else, thought this would be not easy, right? Because, like, obviously I wasn't that naive. I knew this was going to take some effort, right? But I didn't understand the level of scale I would be competing with. So put this into example, right? Every, I believe, I don't know if it's a minute or second, but every minute or second that goes by, YouTube gets 500 hours of video uploaded to a platform. 500 hours of videos for every minute or second that goes by on YouTube. And each of those videos, each of those 500 hours every minute or second, are your direct competition. It doesn't matter if you are a mechanic, right? If you are a mechanic channel, I'm competing against you. This stream is competing against a mechanic channel. It's competing against a sewing channel. It's competing against another World of Warcraft channel. The level of competition is insane. There is, I believe, like 4 billion users on YouTube. 4 billion users on YouTube. But there's also, I don't know how many content creators, but there's like a lot of content creators, like millions of content creators. So there's a lot of competition too. Way more competition than a job would ever have, right? But not just that, you have people that have been in the industry forever. Because, like, you know how, especially in IT, people complain that nobody can get a job in computer science because all these companies are hiring people with like 20 years of experience, and the only way to get a job in computer science or IT is to get experience. But the only way to actually get experience is to get a job, so it's a catch-22. Well, in YouTube, it's even worse. In YouTube, you have people like Mr. Beast, Moist Critical, Hasanabi, Asmongold, THAT, iShowSpeed, Veritasium. You have people like that, right? Who have been on these platforms for, in some cases, even a decade. And has had a decade of trying and a decade of growing to become these giants of a monolith. And when they upload a video, like when you put my video next to a Mr. Beast video, it is almost a guarantee that people are going to click and watch the Mr. Beast video instead of me. And most people aren't on YouTube for hours on end, right? Most people only have a limited amount of free time to dedicate to YouTube watching videos, right? So if I upload a 30-minute video and Mr. Beast uploads a 30-minute video, or even worse, if I upload a video today and a Mr. Beast video from 2 years ago gets recommended to them, you know what they're probably going to click? The 2 years ago Mr. Beast video. Because it's not just me competing with the 500 hours of video uploads, right? 500 hours of video getting uploaded to YouTube. I'm not just competing against that, I'm competing against all previous videos ever since the inception of YouTube. So, me at the zoo, I believe that was YouTube's first video that's still on the platform. I am technically competing against that video right now. You can either A, watch me at the zoo, or B, watch this live stream. Or you could watch any of the other content. You know, me at the zoo was recorded 18 years ago, I believe now. It might even be 19 now. I'm competing against 19 years of content. Like, there are so many videos on YouTube, you can't even wrap your head around it. It's unfathomable. Like, you can't even think about the number of videos on YouTube. And I'm competing, or if you make a video, you are competing against everybody. Regardless, like if you are a World of Warcraft creator, you're playing World of Warcraft, it doesn't matter. Because other people have other interests and they may enjoy a Mr. Beast video over a World of Warcraft video, even though they might be a World of Warcraft player as well. There is so much competition and there's already so much establishment. Like, there's so many people already established on this platform and so many ideas already established and famed, that it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if you start now. The odds of you actually breaking out into, I guess, not even the mainstream, but like just breaking out so people can see you and people can hear your voice, like more than just like a really small subset of people, is so minute, it doesn't even matter. Like, it won't happen. Basically, that's all I'm saying. Like, it won't happen. You are not going to succeed. And I didn't know that. Like, when I first started my YouTube channel, yes, of course, I thought I was going to be competing against a few people, but I thought I was only just going to be competing against the people in my personal YouTube recommended, like Bellular Gaming, or Asmongold, or Preach, Taliesin and Evitel, Mr. Beast, I guess, PewDiePie. Like, I thought I was only going to compete against those subset people. What I didn't realize is the people, like, our YouTube algorithms are probably extremely different. Your YouTube algorithm and my YouTube algorithm are probably extremely different, but both of our YouTube algorithms are only a minuscule amount of what YouTube actually is. It's only a small subset, a small footprint of what the actual platform consists of. And I look around, right? I make my video, right? I post my videos onto YouTube and I look at the analytics, and most people, they click off within the first 30 seconds because they have something better to do. You know, they're already taking a risk, right? Like King Alex Gilbert, who the crap is this guy? Like, okay, it's World of Warcraft. I'll click on it because I like World of Warcraft. But I'm clicking this instead of a Bellular World of Warcraft video, so it better be good. They click on it, and within the first 30 seconds, they're bored. Well, they don't have infinite time. They don't have infinite time to be lollygagging around on a YouTube video that may or may not get better. So they're going to move on to an established creator who they know will have a at least watchable YouTube video. And that would just keep happening, right? This would just keep happening with me. Every single time I would upload a YouTube video, rinse and repeat, within the first 30 seconds somebody would leave, or most people would leave, honestly. Like, I don't think there's been a single time that somebody watched a full, like, actual full-length video of mine. Like, people have watched fully my YouTube shorts, but that doesn't really count because YouTube shorts are only like 20 seconds. Does that really matter? No. So honestly, when you think about it, right? When you think about it, this is just what it is, right? This is basically the hardest job that you could possibly break into. Like, I'm not going to say content creation, YouTube content creation, Twitch streaming is the hardest job out there. that would be silly, right? That would be so silly. That would be honestly borderline stupid of me to say, because like me sitting down playing World of Warcraft is harder than somebody working in the coal mines. No. But me sitting down playing World of Warcraft, trying to get discovered and trying to actually make money is probably harder than an organic job. Because like all you have to do to get a job, right, is like fill out an application and be like semi-qualified, and then once when you're in, you're in. Here, I have to keep constantly proving myself. And yeah, every once in a while you have to prove yourself at your job, you know, make sure you don't get fired. But like with each video, I have to prove to YouTube, which is technically my boss, I guess, the Twitch, and to even the viewers that I'm still worth it. Like with each upload, am I still worth it? Like, should I still subscribe to this channel? Should I still like this video? Should I still comment? With each stream, each time I go live, it's a constant, am I better? Am I getting better? Is this worth my time, or should I move on? I'm competing against so many people, so many great talents, man. Because like really, I'm competing against everybody on Earth, to be honest with you. Like that is like the closest representation I can actually have. Because YouTube is, I would be shocked if YouTube is not the most popular website on the planet. Like other than maybe Google, I could see Google being bigger, but like I could see YouTube being the most popular social media on the planet. Bigger than Facebook, bigger than WhatsApp, bigger than, I guess, Telegram or whatever these other platforms are. I can see it being ultimately bigger, better, and more vast than these other platforms. Well, I'm competing against, you know, maybe even somebody on a different continent. I could be competing against a Chinese person, you know, thousands of miles away. I was about to say millions, but I don't know, because of how the Earth is round. It might not actually be millions of miles away. Probably is though. Well, no, it's definitely not millions. Millions of miles is pretty far. Hundreds of thousands of miles away from me in China, I could be competing against somebody there. Like, when you get a job, you're only competing against the workers in your area, right? So I'm only competing against people in my town if I go and get a job. Here, I'm competing against literally everybody on the planet. Like, basically, this is an extremely long-winded rant, right? But this is why I have a, I guess, a more enlightened perspective on my views on internet content creation as a job, as a career. Because I'm not even sure if I would ever take it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Like maybe, once again, in 10 years, maybe I look back, I'm like, man, that guy is stupid. Now I'm out here having like 1 million subscribers somehow. And, you know, I'm making bank. I'm living the life I want to live, playing World of Warcraft. Probably miss a Pandaria Classic Anniversary or Classic Plus. I'm playing Miss the Pandaria Classic Plus, you know, 10 years from now with like 2 million subs or something insane. Maybe that could also happen. I don't know. It's just interesting, right? It is. It's interesting how my perspective changed, how I become more enlightened. But I feel like you can't beat stability, man. But I feel like, honestly, I would definitely do it. Like, if it was not mutually exclusive, right? Like, if I could, like, let's say this stream blows up. I get 12,000 viewers. And instead, I can both work my, I guess, in hypothetical scenario, job, and still get what I want, right? Can I not enter this? Enter it. There we go. And still get what I want, which is streaming. Then yeah, I would definitely try it. Like, I would definitely try this as a professional level, because I know some people, like some people wouldn't even try this, right? I know some people who value either, I don't know if it's necessarily their privacy because they're also post on their internet and stuff, but I know some people that value their image more than they value anything else, right? And for them, you couldn't pay them anything. They would still never go live on a platform. Because when you do go live, I mean, there is like a pressure. It's like superstardom. You know what I mean? When you go live and you have like, I don't know, 10,000 people watching you live, there's probably going to be 100,000 of people watching you when you're not live. And that's like crazy. That's multiple football stadiums of people. And that type of, not necessarily pressure, but that type of immense, I guess, yeah, that type of immense numbers and faces and opinions is enough for people to just never want this, right? They'll be like, no, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to deal with all the stress, because there are some crazy people out there. Luckily, I haven't encountered that many. I personally have encountered some crazy people on the internet. I mean, not too crazy, right? But I have encountered some whackballs on the internet. I'm not gonna name who one of them is, for obvious reasons if you know any of my legacy. But we'll just say, look up on my legacy and you'll know quickly which one of the whackballs I'm talking about here. But there's also been a few other whackballs, and I've encountered them personally, even at this small subset niche. But honestly, I feel like the whackballs, when they're chill like this, I mean, I got chill whackballs, right? These dudes who I call crazy, they're still chill, right? They're chill whackballs. Nobody really cares. Like, they're not stalkers or anything. They're just whackball crazy people who hate watch me. They still bring in like a nice flavor to my life. They bring in a little bit of unpredictability that keeps the spice of life going on. So I even like my whackballs. But if I get like a really crazy whackball, that would suck. I don't even know what the crap was I even talking about there. I'm on a tangent about whackballs, dude. I don't even remember what I was saying. You know, we're just gonna ignore that. You know, move on. We're gonna move on. What I am curious about, though, is when you can sustain a career, because that is actually interesting. That's like the one piece of data that I actually don't know, is when can you sustain a career on YouTube or live stream? Like, how many viewers does it like really take? Because obviously, you know, if you got like 60,000 viewers that are watching you live, or like 30,000 viewers that are watching you live, obviously, you're going to be able to have a career, right? But like, what's like the start? Like, if you get to 100 subscribers, are you making bank on YouTube? You know, 1,000 subscribers, if your videos get 20,000 views on average? I am curious, like, how much money does a 20,000 view video get? Honestly, you could probably ask AI or Reddit or something. They could probably tell you. Because I am curious, because one of the creators that I just watched that YouTube reminded me of, you know, the great old algorithm, is Wow Krendor. And Wow Krendor, he has some massive videos, right? But recently, you know, he's been a more niche creator. He's been averaging around 10,000 to 20,000 views per video. In the WoW sphere, that's pretty small. Like, that's a niche level, because World of Warcraft's a massive game. But it's still a considerable number. Like, I think he also has like over 100,000 subscribers. So WoW Krendor, you know, he is niche within the World of Warcraft sphere. This is true. But is that enough to make a living? Because like 10,000 to 20,000 views per video, he probably uploads, I don't know, a video a week, maybe 2 or 3 videos a week. Is that enough to sustain a career, or does he need to work a job as well? Because that would be another thing, right? Like I said before, there is income variations, right? Like, you know, it's either feast or famine. But like, even if I get all the way down to only, and I say only, but only 10,000 views a video, or I only get X amount of live viewers compared to what I used to get, compared to like 100,000, and I can still you know, maybe not live lavishly, like maybe not sports cars and Ferraris and Bugattis and mega mansions and all that great stuff, but still live comfortably. Maybe that would also change my mind, because I am curious on if WoW Krendor has this as a job or not, or just like a side thing he does. Like, I feel like honestly it would be great as a side thing where you just go live whenever. Like, you know what would be the greatest thing ever? Well, maybe not ever. I mean, the greatest thing ever would be doing it as a career. But like, the greatest thing would just be, you know, going live whenever you want to. You know, hitting like a 2-hour, 3-hour live stream. Going live whenever you want to. You go for about 2 to 3 hours. And then you make, I don't know, like $100, $200, $300. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be great. It's like a nice little side hustle. Honestly, if you make a $300 in an hour, that's $100 an hour. That's actually pretty insane. I don't know, right? Like, I don't know how much money. I feel like we are distorted by like the PewDiePies and the Mr. Beasts and the Kai Cenats and the iShow Speeds of the world. Like, we are trained and wired to just automatically assume, like, if you make any money on YouTube or you make any money on Twitch, you're automatically a mega millionaire, when that's obviously not the case. But it would be interesting to see, like, even if you make $50 for a 3-hour live stream, that's still extremely good as well, I think. Well, actually, maybe not. 3-hour live stream, $50, that's okay. It's better than like a McDonald's job. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe AI would just become the thing. Like, maybe we're just gonna have a bunch of AI influencers and then they're all just gonna go away. That could also be it too. Who knows? Nobody knows. Well, yeah, honestly, I should start streaming to Instagram. I would. The thing is with Instagram is basically when you live stream, you have this stream key. And it's kind of like a password, right? You put it into your OBS or streaming software. It's a unique stream key that only your account has, and it allows you to go live, right? It basically, it's like a URL, sort of. It kind of directs, it's like the key to unlock wherever you want to put your video. And you put it in that software, and then you can go live. But the thing with Instagram is there's no permanent key, right? So every single time I live stream on OBS, I have to manually go to Instagram, activate a new key, and then put it into my OBS. Like with YouTube, I can just hit start stream and I can start streaming because my stream key is specific to my account. And we're all chill and we're all good there. But everywhere else, that's just not it, I guess. And on Instagram, you gotta refresh multiple times. All right. Now we can turn in all these quests. I wonder what's taking this next celestial dungeon so far. Actually, we queued up. Oh, that's why we're not queued up for a celestial. I don't know why. I wish I could get rid of that. Nobody wants to do heroics. Heroics are so useless, man. Heroics, dungeons, and Miss Pandaria Classic are so useless. Yeah, there we go. Average wait time 2 minutes. I was wondering what was taking me so long. That's why. Also, let me look. How close are we done with the Black Prince? Wait, Test of Valor. Wasn't it right there? Where is it? Oh, we're so close. 1,377 or 337. Are we strong enough to kill a rare? Or maybe we have Bloodlust. Actually, yeah, we have Time Warp. Let's try it. Go, 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 go. The darkness in my soul screams for release. Yeah, I'm gonna get cooked. He's gonna cook me. Or maybe not. Oh, God, no. Okay, we're done. All right, yep, okay. Never mind, we're going somewhere else. We gotta kill Lockjaw or Razor Cracklefang. We gotta kill Cracklefang. Is Cracklefang an elite? If so, I just blew all my cooldowns, so that kind of sucks. Is he? Yeah, he is. Crap. Okay, we'll get full health first. And we'll sit around and wait. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. $22. And then arcane power can go out. And yeah, we'll try to nuke Crackle Fang. I mean, honestly, we could probably do it like this. If I remember, he is kind of like a pushover. He doesn't do that much damage. Just get out of the way of Devastating Arc, which I obviously didn't do. But yeah, like compared to the Elite, he is a 91 Elite, but compared to the Rare, he is a pushover. We should be. Holy crap. Dude, I can't get out of the way in time. I guess I'll blink next time if he comes at me again. I don't know why he has a sword. I was about to read up on the quest text. I'm kind of curious. Why does he have a sword? Ah, bro, get out of here. No. No, 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 no. Oh. Yeah, if I get hit one more time, I'll get one shot. He's at like 2%, so I'd rather not. I want to know why he has a sword. Okay, there we go. So I have a dilemma. I only got one good wolf name. Wait for it. Cracklefang. I know, amazing, right? But now there are two big nasty wolves in the forest, which is all kinds of confusing. I need you to kill one of them so I can free up the name. Should be simple enough. Oh, okay. What? That's easy. Why does he have a sword? Like, why does the wolf have a sword? Yes, only one Cracklefang remains to terrorize the goats and yaks in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, as it should be. Thank you for that. I'm sure no more big nasty wolves turn up. I really don't think I'm going to be able to come up with another name that can live up to that one. Yeah, I don't know why. I have no idea why he has a sword. Like, why the crap does that wolf have a sword? Nobody knows. Okay, now we're going to do the Dominus Offensive questline because I think that's one of the best dailies and one of the best questlines Blizzard's made. So let's go do that instead. And you also get some Black Prince reputation. Actually, I don't know if you do. You might get Black Prince reputation. I know that you get more Black Prince reputation when you're on the Isle of Thunder. But now that I'm revered, you might not get any Black Prince reputation from just killing Alliance. Or Horde if you are Alliance. I hit the gym today. I took a break from the gym for 2 weeks because of all the hullabaloo of graduating that I talked about in last stream, how like all of May was basically booked and, you know, celebration stuff. So I ate a bunch of cookies, a bunch of cake, a bunch of ice cream. I got fat basically. And let's just admit it, I got fat. I got out of shape. And I went back to the gym today. And oh my God, it was a rude awakening. My legs still hurt. What I do at the gym is I do only cardio. So I get on the treadmill for 20 minutes and I just walk at 3.8 miles per hour. I want to get up to 4 again, but I wanted to start easy. I normally walk at 4 miles an hour for 20 minutes. And then I got off of that. I went on the elliptical at resistance 14, elevation 5. For 30 minutes, and it was so bad. It was so hard. Like, holy crap, I wasn't expecting it to be that hard. I wasn't expecting me to be so out of breath, my heart to be, I guess, so weak, my cardio to be so weak, because to put in perspective, right? Let's put this into perspective. I normally get around 450 calories burned. I normally do about 60 to 70 RPMs on the elliptical. Well, now I only got about 40 to 50 RPMs. I only did about 415 calories burned overall compared to my 450 calories burned. Still, that is substantial. Also, I just got nuked. That is substantial, honestly. And I could do way better. Well, once when I get more conditioned. It's crazy how out of shape I got, how fast you lose it. I mean, I'm still probably am decently in shape. Like, I still did way better than when I first started. When I first started the elliptical, I got about, I believe it was like 350 calories burned. So like, it's still way better than when I started, but I did regress a decent bit. So it's crazy how much you can regress. And I am so tired. And tomorrow I actually don't go to the gym. I was about to say I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow, but no, tomorrow I don't go to the gym because I have to get allergy shots for my allergies, and they say don't work at the gym because the gym can cause anaphylactic shock because, you know, you're beating your heart really fast and the blood that has all your allergens in it are coursing through your veins at an increased rate. So they basically recommend that you don't do any silly business like that. Okay. Release the hound. Man, we might have to nuke this dude. But yeah, come Wednesday, I'm gonna get on the saddle again, get on the wagon, and try to just absolutely nuke. And I mean nuke the gym. I don't know why my whole mind kind of got clouded. I'm kind of getting tired. I don't know. I want to do at least 2-hour streams, like to ease back into it before like I get the endurance back. Holy crap, it's a one-shot? Wow. I can't believe they one-shot me. But yeah, I want to do at least a 2-hour stream, because a 2-hour stream would at least be, I read up on Reddit and all the other, I guess Reddit, I researched on Reddit. That makes me sound like a goober, but I researched on Reddit and most people said like, yeah, the minimum time you should stream is probably 2 hours, as long as you're enjoying it, right? And it's just to stream for about 2 hours. That's a perfect short stream. Like anything less and it's not really worth the time. So I plan to do at least a 2-hour stream every single day to get my endurance back, because it's just like the gym, right? You build up endurance, you build up everything that you need, and then you're ready to go, right? You're ready, you're engaged, and you just get better at speaking, you get better at talking, you get better at playing, you get more used to your sleep schedule, and maybe even get more used to sleeping in general. Everything becomes more efficient, everything becomes better. Also, what just happened? Did I get vote kicked? There is no way they vote kicked me, right? Something happened, right? Like it was just a bug. Bro, they vote kicked me and I got deserter for that. Dude, you should, okay. Blizzard, you actually need to fix this. I just got vote kicked from a dungeon and I have dungeon deserter, which means I cannot queue for another dungeon finder for another 30 minutes. This was not on my duty. I did not desert this dungeon, yet I have deserter. How is that my fault for getting vote kicked? Now I can't queue up for another dungeon for a whole 30 minutes? Blizzard, please fix that. That is a terrible mechanic that you add to this game. That is actually garbage. Deserter sucks because now I can't queue up for 30 minutes. Because I got kicked from the dungeon. Like, you shouldn't get deserter if you get kicked. And normally it's after, like, once when the first boss is dead, you normally don't get deserter. Like, we killed the first boss. Like, normally what deserter is for, right, is so people don't just use the dungeon finder and then just randomly bail. That way it keeps people, because if you end up bailing, you can't queue up for another dungeon finder for 30 minutes. So it's probably just better at that point to stick with the group you have, because even if it takes 20 minutes, that's better than the 30-minute thing. I agree, the deserter in itself is a good idea, and honestly, not just good idea, but a good implementation in that aspect. But the problem with deserter as well is if you have 4 people that don't like you, for example, because like I said, we were clearing, right? We were clearing the dungeon. It's not like I was like actively slowing people down. It's not like we wiped or anything. We didn't wipe or anything. I was the only person that died. I was still helping. I wasn't AFK or anything. I was helping with the group. I was killing mobs. And they vote kick you out though. They still think like, you know, you suck and they'd rather get somebody else. And they vote kick you out. You still get deserter. Even though you could be helping the group, right? And the only thing, and your only sin, the only reason why you failed is because you are a quote unquote noob or a bad player. You should just be allowed to queue right back in, you know, go right into the queue again, queue right back up. It's completely fine. I don't know why you can't do that. I don't know why Blizzard made it like that, because it just sucks. You end up sitting there, you're like, oh god dang it, man. We complete the, wait, hold on, we might just complete the Black Prince storyline. No, wait, how many more do we need to get? How much more Valor? Could just turn it in. No, okay, we still need to do that. Dang it. Yeah, because now like people could just be absolute jerks and vote kick noobs, and then they get punished for their other actions. I would even be willing to allow punishments for people that initiate vote kicks with their reasoning being noob or dead DPS. I'm willing to even go as far as doing that to eliminate some toxicity, because that is honestly toxic. Like if somebody is performing slightly worse in a dungeon, like maybe you're not going as optimal as you could be, but you're still killing mobs, you are still killing bosses, you are still enjoying the kill, like you're not wiping or anything, then that is being toxic to kick somebody out of your group, right? That is entirely toxic to kick somebody out of your group. Especially when the dungeon was literally gonna be done in probably, I bet you now they are just now completing the dungeon, like not even 5 minutes later. Like the dungeon was basically almost done. It's a really quick dungeon. Scarlet Cathedral, I think that's what it's called. Maybe actually might be Armory. I think, yeah, Scarlet Armory, isn't it? Scarlet Armory is one of the fastest celestial dungeons. In fact, losing me as a DPS might actually take even longer now, because I wasn't actively slowing you down. At least I was helping a little bit. I don't know. It sucks. It does. And I wouldn't even really care, right? Honestly, I wouldn't even really care if I didn't get deserter, because then I'll just be like, okay, and then queue right back up, you know, 2-minute average wait time, and I'll just get right back on it. But now I am punished because of other people's actions. Like that just rubs me the wrong way. I wanted to complete the Black Prince Valor before I ended stream. I might be able to still, potentially. I don't know. Trying to think about where else I can give Valor points without going into dungeons. But yeah, because I can't do any dungeon finder, and obviously I don't think raids are there. Here for 2 more, the War Chief in the Darkness. What the crap is that? Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, I can't do scenarios either, I don't think, right? Yeah. Or like even if you get vote kicked, right? Like I can even see like if you get vote kicked, instead of deserter being 30 minutes, it's 10 minutes. I can even see that, right? If Blizzard didn't want to go too far and they're like, okay, let's meet in the middle. Let's reduce the deserter time. Like, because 30 minutes is crazy. 30 minutes, especially, like, imagine you get home from work, right? You aren't a pro World of Warcraft player. You get home from work after a long days. You might have bad gear, you know, you just want to relax. You only have like 2 hours to play World of Warcraft. You know, you have the kids are going to get home from school soon. You know, you have to do grown-up stuff. And then what happened is you get into a group, you know, you get about 10 minutes. It takes about 10 minutes to get into a group. You get into a group, you clear the first boss, right, in the celestial dungeon. And your DPS, you're doing pretty low in the DPS mirror. And you know, you're a noob, right? You don't really know the mechanics that much, but the group itself is going pretty well. You die a couple of times, but overall the boss gets killed. You know, nobody else really dies, and we're just moving forward. But then people start saying, oh my God, bro, just get better. Just get better. We need to move faster. And you're like, what? I don't know what you mean. Like, you know, you just ignore them. And then all of a sudden, you get teleported out of the dungeon with the deserter debuff for 30 minutes. And remember, you only have 2 hours of free time. And at this point, you're like, well, there are no raids going on. Like, look at this. There are no raids going on. I guess I can either A, do dailies that barely give me any valor whatsoever, or I can just go play a different game or do something else. I think that's just bad. I mean, I'm sure like this is a really, really small subset, right? Like this probably isn't a problem for a vast majority of people, but it still sucks, right? Like it's a toxic thing. Like Blizzard should, like, I feel like Blizzard should do the best that they can to remove toxic aspects from the game. Because like even if that person, right, gets kicked out of the group, they'd be like, oh, that sucks. But then they could just go right back into queuing. The average wait time, once again, you know, 2 to 10 minutes is pretty quick. And then he'll get into a group and clear a celestial dungeon. But instead, now he has to sit here, you know, with his finger up his butt. Just doesn't know what to do, right? Like, what do you do there? I don't know. I don't like that aspect. It's a toxic way to ruin somebody's day when you're mildly inconvenienced, because it is a mild inconvenience. Yes, could you have went better? Could you have went faster? Yes, of course. But at that point, why wouldn't you just vote kick everybody at that point? Like, instead of getting the dungeon done in 10 minutes, it took 15 minutes. Are you really that inconvenienced? You know what I mean? Also, I thought that's cool. Look at that. It looks real. Like, I don't know if they put a real crab in there or that's like mechanical, but like it is like crazy real. What am I supposed to do here? What the crap am I supposed to do? Faulty valve. What? I don't see any. Oh, here's one. Does he have to kill things? Is that true? Or doesn't look like it. Okay. Because honestly, and this is another problem, I will say, but this is a way bigger problem to fix with MOP Classic in general. In my opinion, everything except raids revolves around the dungeon finder, which is a terrible way to have all this. Because I don't even think I can queue for heroic scenario, right? Yeah, I can't even queue for a heroic scenario. So everything revolves around the dungeon finder, whether you want to do scenarios or actual celestial dungeons or any of that stuff. Like, there's really no other content in the game other than dailies that you can do that are not raids. Because the dungeon finder, you can do scenarios, you can do celestial dungeons, like there's all kinds of stuff you can do, right? And I really like the content that Blizzard has in the dungeon finder, but it's your only option. Like the second you get Deserter, there's like nothing to do. Like there's a lack of content in Mists of Pandaria. Like I never really realized this, but when you think about it, like in Burning Crusade, there's also probably a lack of content in Burning Crusade once we get max level 2, honestly. But in Burning Crusade, there's no dungeon finder. But there is pre-made groups. And pre-made groups are great because pre-made groups, you can't really get Deserter. There's like no like problem there. and it's at your discretion. You can kick people if you want to. People can join if you want to, and you put together the group that you want to do. And it's easier that way. With here, you use Blizzard's system and the dungeon finder and the pre-made groups. So if you get that disabled or you don't like that in general, well, then you can't do anything. Like, all the content gets locked out to you, because like, what is there realistically to do as a single player? Because you could do a raid, right? Let's say you could do a raid, but also if you're playing at the time that I'm playing, there is no raids going on. Heck, there's not even a world boss raid going on. Like, there's nothing I'm doing here. Like, you can't do anything with a group right now, unless you want to do a raid. So it's either single player content for dailies or group content with a raid. That does not happen. Like, the only way to actually get with other people and miss a Pandaria Classic and actually play with them is through the dungeon finder / raid finder, or / scenario finder. Sorry, I keep thinking it's raid finder, but raid finder isn't out in Miss Pandaria Classic. So yeah, we end up kind of just sitting around and like throwing our hands up in the air, because like, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean?
Hey, how you doing?
Who knows? Also, what is that? It? More quests. Wait, what? Wait, there's more quests though, isn't there? There's like the super end quest, right? Oh, there is still a quest I haven't even done. What? Oh, I gotta kill Chief Engineer. Okay. So yeah, I think that's like, and that thing's gonna be way harder to fix, right? Because in order to do that, Blizzard would have to make different content in Miss Pandaria, or like change how people interact with the dungeon finder. Because when you think about it, right, like, when have we seen somebody in the world of Miss Pandaria? You don't see them. Well, you'd see them in the major city, but that's it. You don't see them anywhere else. Like, there's nowhere that people actually, like, there's nowhere to actually organically group up for people. Everybody just uses Blizzard's system. So there becomes an over-reliance, because in both Burning Crusade and Burning Crusade, you can use the environment to group up with people, but then also in retail, the pre-made group finder thing is way, and I mean way bigger than, where's the other thing you have to kill? Way bigger than the Miss Pandaria group finder. Wait, it is complete. Then what am I looking for? Distilled fuel barrel. Where the crap do I get those from? What? Where the crap do you get distilled fuel barrels? Questy's not showing me. Uh-oh. But yeah, I don't know how you would go about and fix that, but like, in both Burning Crusade and retail tackle this exact problem Miss Pandaria has in their own different way that unironically fixes the deserter thing, because like, it's unplayable. Like, I don't really know, like, dailies are fine, I guess, but like, that's like the only content in Miss Pandaria other than raids. I wouldn't mind if they add delves or something, or more single player content in Pandaria. Maybe next time when it becomes Classic Plus, when it comes through. I wonder how close are we? Because I really wanted to finish the Valor. But like, if I can't finish it, then it is what it is. I might do a scenario when Deserter pops off, because that'll give me an extra 100. Also, am I blind? I don't know now. They had a search feature in retail that I think was really nice. They should add that to Miss Pandaria. Here it is. Test of Valor. I'm at 1,345. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the Veil of Eternal Blossoms. And I'm going to see if I can buy Valor with my shards. Because I would like to progress the Black Prince storyline. a little bit more. I would like to at least finish the Valor quest because that's what this whole stream is about. To get 1,600 Valor from the Black Prince quest, a test of Valor. And I like to finish that because like that's a very simple goal, honestly, that you can easily accomplish. Who is it? This guy? Knock knock. Celestial Chance? Full-size mounts have sprung out of here? What? Yeah, that only gets me justice points. That sucks. Can I buy stuff with justice points? Like, can I turn justice points into Valor points, or is that not how that works? A woolly white rhino? Wait, what? Magic rooster? What?
Looking for something specific.
Yeah, there's some Valor points. How many do I have? 16? I can get 160 more. That gets me real close.
Careful.
Yeah, because how much more? Wait, where to go? Bro, what? That's the Valor. Wait, what? Do those not count? Oh my god, does buying Valor not work? Because it's not technically earning? I didn't think about that. That's actually kind of deep and honestly a genius way to structure your quests around. I wanted to finish it, but I don't know, like, if I can. I don't know where else you can get Valor. I didn't think, like, man, that means I wasted all my Valor points. Or all my Celestial Shards, is that what you call them? August Stone Shards. Yeah, that kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. August Stone Fragments, yeah. Yeah, that was a blunder. I'm gonna see if I can convert justice points to Valor points at like an insane ratio and see if that helps. I didn't think, like, yeah, because you're technically not earning it, aren't you? I didn't even think about that. I can't do most of Harmony. Dang it!
White Tiger watch over you.
Yeah, because there's the Valor core. Actually, while I'm here, I can get my helmet. That's what, 3 of my set piece? I need 4 in order to get. Yeah.
Looking to buy?
That's only 49 GS garbage, and yeah, we can do that for just. But I want that. While I'm here, I might as well get my PvP points up. I mean, can I buy probably like, what's that, 375? So I can buy 9. No, wait, am I off by 5? Oh my god, is my math off by 5? There's no way. Oh my god, my math is off by 5. That's crazy. Okay. 8. Oh, I can't carry any more of those though. So, wait, what? So what? Get 6? 1,500? Yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm maxed out on honor points. I can keep earning justice points. You earn justice points organically from doing celestial dungeons. I don't know what to spend them on, so I kind of just convert them and I just put them in other currencies. And I get maxed out on other currencies. So that sucks. The only way to get more Valor, I need to get 300 more Valor. I mean, more than 300. I'm sorry, less than 300. 425. I know scenarios give me, like, the daily scenario gives me like 200. Like, where's some like quick ways I can get some Valor real quick
What supplies do you need?
without waiting 10 minutes? Because I don't want to wait 10 freaking minutes.
Tell me of
But what
your
else can I do? I guess I could do the Isle of Thunder. Oh, Isle of Thunder kind of hits hard though. And they're kind of boring, but hold on.
Our enemies will
How much Valor does the Isle of Thunder give? Do they give more Valor per daily quest than the other places because it's technically newer content? I could see that happening. Maybe, potentially. Where are you? Yo. PV.
Anaria Shola.
Oh yeah, PV. Okay, what do you got? Oh, dang it.
State your business.
That's not gonna work. Hold on. Oh wait, she has a real one. Xanvalar Colossus. Yeah, how much you give me? No, you only give me 5. It's garbage. But this helps my Black Prince reputation too, actually, unironically. So this is taking out 2 birds, 1 stone, actually. So wait, this is genius. Yeah. Yeah. This one. Okay. All right. So actually, yeah, we're gonna do this quest. Never mind. I changed my mind. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna do this because this gets. While I do these dailies, it gets me Valor. It's the best source for Valor as far as I know of, while also accomplishing reputation towards the Black Prince, which we will need to get all the way to Exalted. So yes, we do need to do this. I don't know how much I think each mob gives like probably almost 60 reputation or something. Kill. So I mean, it should get reputation pretty fast and quickly. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to do this. I don't know. I want to do my scenario. I don't know, bro. Because I know getting 300 Valor is going to take a long time too. I didn't think like buying Valor wouldn't work because it's technically not earning it. That is unironically a pretty smart way that Rathian worded that. I do like that. It makes sense. Because like when Rathian's like, oh, but you just bought the Valor. That's not making you my champion. A real champion of Rathian wouldn't have bought the Valor. Like it'd be along those lines. I could see Rathian saying that. That's good. That's good quest dialogue. Also, I think you're supposed to have a group for this, considering that I am getting nuked. I need to do normal Throne of Thunder so I get better gear. Then I could solo this stuff. Oh my god, if I die, I'm gonna quit stream. I'm gonna rage quit. I'm not gonna rage quit, but I am gonna quit stream if I die. Lightning crack. Wait. Okay. Yeah, okay, I got this. I got this. I'm locked. I'm locked. I know what I'm doing. I am so locked. I got this, dude. Oh, okay, blinked. Yeah, okay, I got his mechanics down after being an imbecile a couple of times. All right, got my shield. Yeah, I'm early at. Oh, blink. Oh. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I just put my dot up. My dot's actually really nice because it does damage while I'm riding around. The main problem about Arcane Mage is you can't do damage while walking around. Oh, is this guy gonna help? Of course, this guy's gonna come in and steal my glory. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back and do that later. I don't know. 6 minutes on Deserter. Oh yeah, Shola. Yeah, turn that quest.
Glory to the Sindora.
Yeah, there's a lot of quests here. And wait, did that give me any Black Prince rep? How much did that give me? Yeah, 220. 220 reputation towards Black Prince, so it is pretty useful. We'll go like deep in here so then I can just kill them all. Pandaria potion, I don't know what that does. Ooh. Oh, that's just speed. I thought it said spell haste. I was about to be like, heck yeah. 75% increased haste, but no. Shield up. Kill these guys. Yeah, 55, so these Landalari give me 55. I'll just absorb the damage. I'm not scared. Hopefully. If we die, the stream ends. Or if I die, stream ends. Slowly, like not instantly. I guess, you know, I want to be in bed by 1 server time. Well, not in bed. I want to end stream by 1. So, I mean, we have extra time. We might as well just do it. So annoying, though. It's hopefully, like, the scenario's not going to give me enough, though. I know that for a fact. The scenario will not give me enough Valor I need. So we're still going to be, like, empty-handed. Then again, these dailies will. Because I'm pretty sure the scenario gives 100 or 200 for the first time. Like, the first day that you do the scenario gives you 200. Just like how the dungeon gives you 200. I think. So this better give it to me. I'm gonna be so sad if it doesn't.
Also, holy crap, this thing has so much freaking health. Like, wow. What? 8% all the way to 32. Okay, bro. I understand. Get out of here. Yeah, just speed. There's other potions that do healing. And also... the other one. I don't know, my brain is fogging out. Because I'm not supposed to stream this long. But, you know, we all have to make sacrifices sometimes. In the name of content and success. Kill this fool. Not. Oh, I'm out of mana. Crap. I forgot Arcane Mages run out of mana. 3 more minutes and I could queue for a scenario. I don't know. I think the random scenarios go by pretty fast. It'll be the blood in the snow scenario. And because it's the blood in the snow scenario, there is going to be newer, I guess, mobs. If that's what you call it, like newer health mobs. Newer damage dealers. So that's going to freaking suck. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. I almost just want to go AFK. I don't want to do these dailies, bro. I don't want to do any of this. Okay. Okay, let's do this instead. Toy box. What we're going to do is find that favorite. We're just going to turn in. We're just going to turn in. You know, say screw it. We're turning in. We're turning in this useless, silly, random thing, okay? And just see how it goes, because this is getting annoying. This is getting annoying. I'm getting tired, man. I just want to move on. I just want to do the daily. I don't know, bro. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. We'll just sit around. Like, I feel like I want to make something entertaining here. Also, I don't know why I'm getting 7. I don't know why I'm getting bonus Valor. Like, it's supposed to be 5 Valor when I turn stuff in, but I got 7. I wonder if that'll actually help. Because now that should help here, right? I want to be sure on something. Where is it? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it goes. 1382. Yeah, I feel like I want to be like entertaining, right? I want to like put on a show, but I don't know how to do it. So I kind of just end up sitting here with my thumb up my nose, waiting. Because I mean, like, what are you supposed to do here? I mean, this is what we're doing for stream. We're gonna queue up for scenario. I'm gonna do the scenario, then I'm gonna end stream. So, but like, what do you do while we wait for a deserter to come off while being it, make it somewhat entertaining? I don't know. I mean, if you're watching this long, right? Because this is probably gonna turn to a VOD. I doubt anybody's gonna join the stream this late. So I mean, if you watched all the way up to this far, then first off, thank you. And second off, you're probably gonna watch a little bit more. I mean, boy, why not? So. Oh yeah, I'm not done. Am I? Oh no, yeah, I am done. I am done with the Isle of Thunder questline. I was about to be like I'm not, but yeah, I am. Oh no, it's only 120, but the cache of treasures. Well, that's a heroic scenario. What am I? Oh, well, random scenario gives 100. With the bonus I have, it might give like 150. And the greater cache of treasures, maybe that gives Valor. I have no idea. The fact that it says time in queue and not the average wait time also kind of concerns me. I don't know. I might just end the stream. This has been a weird end to the stream. So many weird things. This is the problem, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you have the deserter or debuff, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, there's nothing to do. I get so confused. Boom, boom. There's a quest. Wait, there's a quest to turn in. Wait, isn't there? Oh, wait, no, that's just Mogu Runes of Fate. I mean, it's not useless. It gets me bonus rolls, and I do use bonus rolls later, but, you know, it's not exactly what I wanted.
Next one.
Oh, I could grab the next challenger. Yeah, grab the next worthy challenge.
Greetings, one.
And grab the next one, sure. Yeah, because the Mogu Runes of Fate, you can, yeah, do them for bonus rolls. So, I mean, they're kind of useful. Yeah, I don't know how else to... Yeah, I don't know how else I could get any Valor. I guess... Because I don't know how long it's going to take for the scenario to pop. I thought the scenario would be faster. Tomorrow, we'll get a... Oh, that could be a sign to end stream. Yeah, okay, that's my sign to end stream because now everything's frozen. Does the sound still come through? That's actually one thing I want to see. Does the sound still come through? Okay, yeah, it does. Okay. So I'm just going to end stream then. You don't need to see any of this other stuff. Thank you for reaching the end of this King Alice Gilbert broadcast. Sorry about like the weird, extremely awkward ending that I don't know. Like I said before, Miss Pandaria relies too much on the dungeon finder system and the scenario finder system that without it, there's really nothing to do. And 30 minutes is actually an extremely long time to be locked out, something that wasn't even my fault to begin with. I really hope Blizzard fixed that. But sorry that was so awkward because I don't really want to do dailies. Dailies are really inefficient to get Valor, but also they're the only way to get Valor for single player. You can't go into raids because there's no raid groups going on at 12:54 local time. So it is what it is. But thank each and every one of you for watching this video, this stream, this VOD, whatever you're watching it as. You took a risk on my channel and you watched it all the way to the end, or you just tune in now and you're probably really confused. But thank you for that, man, because you make what I do have meaning. And I'm King Alex Gilbert. Have an amazing day, man. Truly have an amazing lifetime, because if as long as you make today better than yesterday, you're making progress in your real life, man. Keep aspiring to be the best version of yourself. Keep aspiring to go to your goals. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Stay cool. Stay streaming. Stay cool. I'll stay streaming and I'll do it while I'm cool. I'm getting better at those outros, believe me. Anyway, see you all until the next one. Peace. See you tomorrow, hopefully. If I stream tomorrow, I probably will.